Now we have Panopticon with Laurentian Blue. The 11th album from Austin Lunn is technically the first full-on take of full-on folk, acoustic, and Americana for a full-on album. The first came with part 2 of The Scars of Man on the Once Nameless Wilderness 1 and 2, as that was on disc 2, but that was only half of that double disc album. And this is also a companion piece to the masterpiece that is 2021's And Again Into the Light. It's an album of sheer beauty, but it will tear your soul apart musically and lyrically. It's an isolating album that feels like it was written about the winters of northern Minnesota, and once you know it, that's exactly what the album is about. If the counter album is about the rest of the year in Minnesota, this is by far the winter album. I have a bit of a bias when it comes to Panopticon, as they're one of my favorite bands of all time, and I also happen to live in the same state, and so many of their songs, from Roads to the North onward, feel so relatable on an emotional level, as I was raised around the areas that are talked about, and it just reminds me of both the good and the bad times from the past and the present. This album feels like a full-on tearjerker from the music alone, and while if you are just a die-hard rock or metal fan and can't appreciate the album that goes into this kind of style, I won't condemn you for that, but I will say you should release your preconceived notions and give this one a proper listen, as you may find out you really enjoy the music. Without question, this is my favorite non-metal album of the year, and it's a great representation of rustic Minnesota in 2025.